Fox News alert. We have new details on Charlie Kirk's assassination. A trans boyfriend, a secret note, and DNA. More on that later. Everyone realizes now that the country's different. Tonight, candlelight vigils are being held across American campuses. This weekend, we saw an outpouring of love, from makeshift memorials to country concert chants.
Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above.
It wasn't just nationwide. The whole world mourned, from London to South Korea. And back to Washington. Thousands were packed into the Kennedy Center last night, from cabinet officials to congressmen to fans, to pay their respects to Charlie.
He asked me if I was scared to die, and I said to him, there's a lot worse things than dying. Sometimes our only consolation is that we can die with our boots on. We can die fighting for these things. Charlie gave his life so that the rest of us would not have to suffer those fates worse than death. Now it's our job.
Charlie died on the battlefield of ideas, so that we could remain free and unsilenced. The battle lines have been drawn. Utah was a spiritual attack. This is about good versus evil.
Those who are full of anger and hopelessness and hate right now, some of them protesting outside this hall today, unfortunately, they do not have the spiritual happiness that Charlie experienced. They're empty. And this is where their anger is coming from. It is their rejection of God, their desire to be God, and therefore they have made God their enemy.
Charlie pursued happiness vigorously and rigorously, and that's what made him the happiest, was his family, his country, and serving God. Charlie died a happy man and at peace with what he gave during his short life. And now all of us are reflecting on our lives. If we die today, are we happy with what we've done? We should all live a life like Charlie's, be moral, honest, just, and humble, and give every moment our all. Charlie Kirk did that and was a man of impact.
So I gotta ask you, if you are in here and you are under the age of 35 and Charlie Kirk touched your life, let's hear you. You know, there's a motto going around the Turning Point offices right now, and that's "We are all Charlie Kirk now." You are all Charlie Kirk now.
This is why we're all still so sad. Charlie was just like us. And if they can kill him, we're all a target. We're all outspoken. We all love debating. We're passionate about our beliefs and like to mix it up. There's nothing dangerous about that. We had a revolution so people like Charlie could speak their mind without having to die. So there's a big hole in our hearts that'll never go away. But Americans will answer the call. Charlie's widow, Erica, delivered that.
You have no idea what you just have unleashed across this entire country and this world. You have no idea. You have no idea the fire that you have ignited within this wife. The cries of this widow will echo around the world like a battle cry. To everyone listening tonight across America, the movement my husband built will not die.
We've all heard the battle cry. Americans of all ages, all political stripes, are honoring Charlie's legacy. The vice president today hosted the Charlie Kirk podcast from the White House.
Filling in for somebody who cannot be filled in for, but I'm going to try to do my best. My dear friend, the great Charlie Kirk. The last several days have been extremely hard. Every single person in this building, we owe something to Charlie. He was a joyful warrior for our country. He loved America. He devoted himself tirelessly to making our country a better place.
If they kill a joyful warrior, the next warrior might not be so joyful. But everybody should remain calm. Violence in response to Kirk's killing should never be the answer. No one should take up arms and stoop to the left's level. No one. Charlie loved his political enemies. After J.D. debated Tim Walz, here's what Charlie told him. Listen.
He asked what I thought of Tim. And I said, honestly, you know, because you get in this sort of bunker mentality in the campaign, it's us versus them. And I was like, honestly, even though I'm glad that I think I did well, and I certainly don't want this guy to become vice president, I actually kind of liked him afterwards, after 90 minutes of talking with him. And Charlie said, that's why I do all these debates. It's like you can disagree vehemently with somebody, but if you're actually communicating with them, you can appreciate them a little bit as a human being. And that's what Charlie was so good at. Charlie
liked people he disagreed with because by talking to them face to face, he recognized their humanity. He felt sorry for some of them. A faction of them were deeply misguided, ignorant, even evil. And evil has to be confronted because evil hasn't been confronted in this country for far too long. The atmosphere was ripe for Charlie's assassin to strike. The country now recognizes it has a responsibility to confront evil before it's too late, before more bloodshed. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.